You have probably heard of the U.S. Army Rangers, the elite fighting force trained for decades right here at Fort Benning. And you've also no doubt heard of the Korean War.
But what you probably haven't heard about is the first, the last, and the only all-black Ranger unit, the hidden heroes of war. WRBL's LaPorsche Thomas takes us into the heart of the last few living soldiers of this special unit, their fierce battles overseas and their long fight for equal justice here at home is the focus of this special report.
I have seen the face of terror, felt the stinging cold of fear, and enjoyed the sweet taste of a moment's love. I have lived time others would say were best forgotten. At least someday I will be able to say that I was proud of what I was, an Airborne Ranger.
68 years ago, 126 men joined one of the most elite combat units in the world.
I was a soldier. I was a soldier.
They were strong. They were fearless. They were
2nd Airborne Ranger Company.
And one parachute jump at a time, these men set out to prove that as the first and only black Army Rangers, they were up for the job.
And you want to prove that you're just as good as any other man.
No matter what anyone thought.
You had to be a survivor. You had to be twice as good to get half as far.
Officer Albert Clayette is the only living officer from the company. Clayette served as Ranger Boatwright's platoon leader. The two men fought with 124 other men in Korea from Christmas Day 1950 until the fall of 1951. It was a dangerous duty.
The bullet doesn't have a name on it, and it's to whom it may concern. If you were in the way, you got hit. If you weren't, you were lucky.
Dangerous on the battlefield against the enemy, and even dangerous among some of their own American troops.
You're fighting a battle on a battlefield, and you're fighting, a different type of battle once you come home.
After nearly a year in battle, some of the men survived and came home.
Invited to Alabama to one of the 75th Regiment Ranger Regiment to speak to the NCOs how we operate in Korea. We took about 6 people there. Then we went to lunch. And we went to lunch. In the mess hall, they had murals on the wall of Korean Ranger companies. We look up there for 2nd Ranger Company. It was damn near white. But we told them, you got to darken those pictures up. The 2nd Company was all black.
That's when Wheeler, Boatwright, and Clayette decided to write their story. The book is titled, The U.S. Army's First, Last, and Only All-Black Rangers, 2nd Airborne Ranger Company. Today, Wheeler, age 88, and Boatwright, age 90, do what they can so that today's young black men and women know about the battles of the past.
I speak at schools. The book we give away to the museums.
And although these men show no signs of slowing down, they know the time has come to pass the torch to keep their story alive. Today, they have a friend willing to help them do that, and perhaps achieve some of the awards and honors other units have received.
People that I do have the medal on it, but I know it's not the one for this country.
Georgia State Senator Ed Harbison, a man who also served his country in the military, faced some of the same challenges.
And I was with that Delta Landing Task Force, and ironically on the home front at that same time you had John Lewis being beaten on the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, and that kind of thing, and that atmosphere didn't just be isolated into the Alabama area.
Now Senator Harbison fights for veterans across the state. He wants to see these men honored for their service so many years ago.
I intend to introduce a resolution, and if there's anyone surviving we can bring here to the Georgia General Assembly, I certainly intend to recognize them.
These Rangers aren't looking for any additional honor.
The letter you read right in there, that was better than any medal I've ever received.
A letter from one of his soldiers thanking Boatwright for his character and leadership.
Not one black got this Medal of Honor. President Clinton, he said he had him go through the records of the black that got the DSC. That's the second highest award, Distinguished Service Cross, right? They found about 9 or 10 black people that should have gotten this medal. They all were dead but him, Vernon J. Wright. I knew him personally. And they, I happened to be, and my TV was on, and the president putting around him. You know, I jumped up, and he was putting the Medal of Honor around his neck. And I jumped up and started crying, and I saluted him.
The Rangers believe the legacy they leave behind is important, and they want the next generation to know about their fight and achievements. This is the book right here.
Now, this story will be part of our Hidden History special, which will air on WRBL coming up February 25th at noon.
Wow.
Amazing. All heroes. These
Walking
guys are amazing.
heroes, living and breathing.
Indeed.
No question. Their age is what I was taken aback. They do not look their
No, they
age
don't.
at all. Amazing. They're
Still sharp,
just as
right?
active, ready, still strong and ready to go.
Yes, indeed.
This
They're
is
the
the book
best.
by Edward L. Posey, the U.S. Army's first, last, and only all-black Rangers.
There you go.